Hey there, it's Diane Forster, and welcome to I Have Today. This is our live weekly show where we educate, empower, and inspire you through your life's transitions to reinvent yourself and come out on the other side successful. And each week I bring on the most amazing, awesome, coolest CEOs, entrepreneurs, authors, experts, leaders in their field, and literally life changers who come on to share their story on how they went through their own transitions in their lives to reinvent themselves to be the successes that they are today. And I am so excited about today's show because my special guest is someone who I consider a friend and a mentor, and really she's changing the lives of women all over the world, and she's just so remarkable. Her name is Tamara Thompson. So welcome to the show, Tamara. I'm so excited to have you here.
I'm so excited to be here. Thanks, Diane.
Thank you. All right, so our theme for the show this week is how to build a powerful female image and brand, and what that really means, and how important that is for you. So it doesn't matter where you are in your life or your career, if you're someone who is an author or a coach or a speaker or a wannabe, any of those things, an entrepreneur, you're in whatever field you're in and wherever you are in your journey, creating a powerful image for yourself is very, very important. It's very critical. And I know this personally from firsthand experience as someone who spent 32 years working in corporate America and totally reinvented myself. And not only the image of my brands, but my image as well, and my brand. So how powerful that is. And what Tamara's going to share today is her journey, the importance of it, and what she does, the critical role she plays as a leader herself, both in front of the camera and then behind the camera as well. So our intention for the show today is to make a big statement in the world. I have today to make a big statement in the world. So let me tell you a little bit about Tamara first. We're going to get into her story. Then we're going to talk about the content, the 3 ways how important it is for you to really make a powerful female image and brand and build that for you. And then please stay till the end because Tamara has an unbelievable event that I am attending that I want to share with you. I want her to talk about it and tell you what you can expect out of that. And she's going to make a very, very special offer for this audience, okay? So Tamara Thompson is an entrepreneur, connector, female film director. She's also the CEO of Serious Take Productions and founder of Broadcast Your Authority. She takes premium level women-owned creative video production company that she has, and she helps women build out their brands. She's built a team of storytellers, cinematographers, editors, and connectors, creating impactful videos that evoke emotions. And I'm a client of hers, and I'm telling you, my video is unbelievable. She helps established business owners build powerhouse brands through storytelling and compelling videos that attract customers now. The company is building out nationwide and have individuals all over the US who create these awesome videos and are committed to excellence. Broadcast Your Authority is her new baby that she's launched only a few months ago, and it's taking off like a rocket ship. It's unbelievable. So I'm going to let you talk about that, Tamara, to the audience. And what I'd like to do is read what she says here. My purpose in life and business is to create, connect, and inspire through amazing stories. We all connect with each other through life's journey, and stories are to be told. She loves working with people who are passionate about what they do and know their why behind their vision for their brand and business. So welcome again to the show. All right.
Thank you.
All right. So tell our audience, you are this award-winning filmmaker, this documentary filmmaker. You are a speaker. You are a leader. You're an entrepreneur. You're the new term I coined is you're a multipreneur. You're an entrepreneur running multiple businesses, and you're doing all of these things, and you're so passionate about what you do, but you have stories to tell on how you got to this place. So please share with the audience a little bit about you.
Yeah, so I had my actual background in video came at a young age. So we had my brother was born, and I'm 7 years older. So at age 7, my dad brought a camcorder into our life, where I started creating silly video content. Growing up playing with the video camera, never really thinking that I could turn a hobby into a passion or a career, right? Because we get these ideas in our heads, and so I basically had always had cameras in my face. I was always creative and always loved showing things, behind the scenes stories, jumping on the couch, making music videos with my neighbor in middle school, whatever that looked like. We just created these videos that we kept and would watch over. So it's always been there, video cameras and things like that. And then it got to the point where YouTube came out in 2005, and I started with the rest of them. So I have friends and clients that now have 3 million subscribers on YouTube, and other power partners now that we've helped build out their channels by allowing them to have a creative vision for their content. But you have to be consistent with your content too. That's very key to be able to build influence and brand through video content. And so it was this whole motion. I actually went back to film school after 4 years of creating silly videos. My family was like, Tamara, what, you're over here creating videos more than you're interested in being a fitness trainer in the fitness industry, where I was there for about 8 years. So I actually went back to film school in my late 20s and went to the Art Institute and actually got my actual degree through there. I always felt like I was a little bit different, because there was people coming in right out of high school that were younger, and they were wanting to create these short films and things, and I was out there creating a portfolio myself, being the shooter, the editor, the director, everything. And I remember going into film school, and my favorite instructor, unfortunately he passed away a few years ago from lung cancer, but he was my main motivator, and he connected me to Lynn Shelton, the famous female director that's done projects like the Mindy Project. She's directed TV shows there, a lot of cool shows. She's worked with Keira Knightley on movies. Emily Blunt directed awesome, very much inspiring female filmmaker. I'm like, this is going to be my mentor. I want to connect with her. And he was able to connect me with her, Lynn Shelton. So she's very popular right now. She actually directs the TV show Fresh Off the Boat right now, if anybody knows what that is. But yeah, so I followed my passion eventually in my late 20s to build out being able to, but really being able to pull out a story. I was really deep on creating scripts and stuff like that. But it got to the point where I went through film school. I got to the point where I was like, yes. And I had actually gone back to school around the same time my younger brother, 7 years younger, was in school. So here I'm older, going back to school. And my brother gets out of school, and he gets a job right off the bat, generating $86,000 offered right out the door. Okay. And what happened with me, I'm thinking to myself, yes, you get to this point, you get the education, I have the background, I have this amazing portfolio that I've been able to create. I started directing documentary films that started going through film circuits that actually won awards, that sold out in multiple film festivals. Started doing that for myself. I'm like, yes, I have this great background, I have this great portfolio, this resume that's I can do this. I'm connected with these great people in the film industry already. And then I get to this one position, and they said, you know what? Yeah, this is great work, Tamara. We're going to offer you, and I'm like, wait for it. We're going to offer you $12 an hour.
Wow.
And my heart just sunk, Diane. I was I spent over $40,000 in student. I'm still, it was over $22,000 a year for 4 years. So you can imagine that. Right. And here I am. My brother's excited, and I'm over here what? And so I go back, and I'm like, no, I'm worth more than that. I just don't understand with the degree and what I've been able to show you, and you enjoy my work, and I'm able to provide this for your company. So I was able to negotiate to about $15 an hour to start. And then they started working my way up over a few years. But I was able to come into this company that had talking head videos for a continuing education platform for physical therapists, chiropractors, massage therapists, and personal trainers, which I had the background in the personal training aspect, because I actually created personal training videos, exercise videos for my friends when I worked at the gym while I was in film school. And so I had this background. And then I was able to come in and basically tear apart their department and organize it and restructure it in the side of, they used to call me troubleshooter Tamara, because I could do anything on the tech savvy side, understand how to put together the right backup system to like what editing programs you need to, what kind of RAM you need for your computers, what kind of hard drives you need to use, like, but also the creative element, like create your videos to be shorter. You can't have a talking head for an hour and 20 minutes. You have to split it up between 2 and 3 cameras. You need to show the exercise that you're educating people on. You need to show the 3D model of it. You need to show the experience of what to keep these people engaged for these continuing education credits. You need to keep them engaged and wanting to continue to do this. So I was able to help this company grow over a couple of years of being there. So they went from 9 people, and now they're the #1 in their industry, and they now have 95 employees in their company in Seattle, back where I helped them start the company.
Wow, wow. So, okay, so what happened then? Like, what happened for you that made you step out on your own? And
sure. So the next step, I went to work for one other company where I was ended up being a producer and actually a video editor for an actual, our main clients, they cater to Microsoft, and I took on the Starbucks account. And so the individuals that I worked with were amazing. Like, everyone got along really well in the office. And then it got to be this culture where all of a sudden we'd step out into the Microsoft studios and we're producing this content. And there was one executive producer on site that the mood and everything changed every single time. It became extremely stressful. All of a sudden it was like Jekyll and Hyde. And I asked everybody, I said, is this person always like this? Have you guys had conversations to approach in a way that people don't need to treat people like this on site, no matter what the stress level is? The way you look at person, the way you communicate with someone, the way that you actually treat somebody on site, especially in front of a client such as Microsoft that's watching your reactions to people. So being able to treat people right in the first place, I thought to myself, I want to be in a culture where people can do what they love the most, be able to be in a role that you love, but also treat people with respect. Obviously, you have your authorities and people that expect certain roles from you, but there's no reason to treat people poorly. There's no reason.
Never a reason to do that. I could not agree more with that. Wow. Okay.
So I literally took from that experience, I stayed there for about 4 or 5 months, and I thought to myself, I was also hustling on the side to start my own company, Serious Take Productions, on the side of a freelance side. So I had all the elements of it, from the shooting, the editing, the directing, the script writing, the creative vision, really just trying to figure out what I love the most about video production, which ended up being the direction and the directing, as well as the pre-production, like creative vision, like being able to show somebody a story of their life and their vision way before we even go out and shoot, so they know exactly what they're getting, right?
Yeah, I interrupt because that is one of your most amazing talents and gifts, is your ability to do that, really, because you have the perspective of everything, and I just think that needs to be noted, that is such a talent.
Well, it's key to be able to pull everything. People don't understand how important pre-production is on the side of TV shows, branding trailers, whatever that message is that comes across that's compelling, but also authentic, so that you don't come across super salesy, because you want people just to automatically be drawn to your everything about you, what you believe in, and be in alignment with what you believe in too. Those are the people that you want to work with you. And so being able to pull that message out, being able to put it through visually is what I'm really good at. Like, and it's crazy because for what our company provides for people, on average, people will watch videos, and I think the average rate's like maybe like 10 seconds of video. So the videos that we've produced, high quality videos for people, our average rate, people stay on our videos for 1 minute and 33 seconds. So when you have a compelling 90-second trailer, imagine that the people are staying on for the complete video because they want to watch it to the end. That's where it's very compelling and be able to grab people's attention. But yeah, so I decided one day, my dad fell ill, and he had found out he had cancer of the bladder. And that moment, I said to myself, I want to be able to do more things without feeling so much stress on this job that was only paying me like $45,000 a year. And then I was like, I was like, I know I can do more than this. I want to do more of this, more than this. And so I had been working with a client on the side. So I was like 60 to 80 hours a week. And then literally I went and I produced an offer for the year that would generate more money than I was currently making. And then I said, when they take this, not if, I said in my mind, when they take this offer, I'm going to leave this position and go into the life that I want to create for myself. And so I did. Never looked back. And never grown since then.
Yeah. That is so phenomenal. I love this. Well, and you do a multitude of things as well, and you've had your own journey and your own story. And I think because you've had, we all have stories, like you said, right?
Yeah,
I totally
many stories.
Many stories. And this is how we evolve. This is how we become like these multifaceted beings with so much depth and character, and what makes us so unique. And you have such a way of pulling out that from a story, because I will tell, I want the audience to know that I worked with Tamara, and I had her create my, she does this phenomenal event called Speaker Experience, and I worked with Tamara and had my video done with her. And I will tell you, it's gotten almost 5,000 views on Facebook. Huge.
It's amazing.
I am certain that video had something to do with the fact that I was a TEDx presenter this year. I'm certain of it. I have no doubt in my mind. I know it's led to other things because the quality of it is so good. And I encourage anyone out there. Like Tamara's going to talk about her event. Actually, we could talk about it all throughout. She's doing an event called Broadcast Your Authority in October in San Diego. It's a 3-day event, very powerful, very impactful, that it doesn't matter, like I said, where you are in your journey, your story needs to be told on video. Your who you are needs to be brought out. And she's so good at bringing out that, all the essence, all the characters, their emotions. They're so emotional. So, Yeah.
The whole side of Broadcast Your Authority was created to the sense of being able to help women really step out into like multiple roles within themselves, from the confidence to the creative content to being able to build key connections as well. So think about really powerful tools. Obviously, as I said, like connecting and things like that, but being able to come together as a community that can help you learn how to broadcast your authority through like also PR, and being able to monetize that, being on TV shows, podcasts, like being able to create your own TV show if you want to create more like something to build influence on Instagram or through YouTube. We've been able to bring in our power partners from Facebook video marketers that have had a successful $600,000 weekend launches, to social media experts. My great friend Cassandra Bankson, she's built over 1 million followers on social media. But all these people are in alignment with my mission because of the side that we all want to help impact and empower more females because of the different things that have arisen. I was speaking at my good friend Vince's event a few months ago with our mutual friend Allison, and Allison will actually be speaking at my event too, which is always great to give back to people that they give to you too. And so on the side of being able to come into an event space, but I realized that at that event, Allison and I were the only 2 female speakers. Right. And there's like 17 men speakers. And I love going to entrepreneur events. I love connecting with men and women. But being able to say like, hey, I was the only female that spoke on that stage that day. I was super grateful for the experience, but wanting to help more women stand up and understand that they can be that power within themselves to broadcast their authority and their message and their story. Obviously, their story has to coincide and relate to with what they're passionate about and what their core offer is. It has to be in alignment. So you have to share the right story on video to be able to attract the right audience for what you actually offer, so that people are very clear with what you're offering going, because we have so many stories out there, but being able to fine tune and figure out which story it is that's going to connect, that you share over and over again with your audience, so that it's continuously there and people know who you are and what you stand for, is so powerful to be able to share that through video, from the stage, through podcast interviews, through media, TV shows, whatever that looks like. You need to be able to do that for yourself. And the thing that people get hold back on is their confidence, and they get hold back on consistency, which, we have to be consistent with putting ourselves out there. When we fall, we have to get back up and keep going. Because of that, if you don't do that for yourself, you never know which level you're going to be able to hit. But being able to surround yourself with a community of people, and that's why Broadcast Your Authority was really born, because we're implementing certain strategies through a 3-day event, but we're actually offering an experience for these women to go through and actually broadcast their authority through a program that leads into a retreat experience, where we actually bring them together, produce this high quality story content, or whatever it looks like. For maybe they need specific professional videos for their funnel, or whatever that looks like. But being able to have experts to be able to sit down with you over these retreats and fine tune things through that experience, for catered and customized to each person in that program, because not everybody needs the same thing. And we need to understand that there's certain elements somebody else might be stuck on, and somebody might be on this level. But being able to show and share with people the results that we've had with individuals who have worked with us, that we've been able to help show them how to use that video effectively to broadcast their authority. If it's a simple tweaking of messaging, like whatever they're leading people to, it needs to be in alignment. And that's what I'm really passionate about, is really bringing people together, not just as a video producer, but as a businesswoman, someone that's been able to build an agency where I have team members in 22 different states now, and be able to build a successful production company, and now lead into a sub-brand of Broadcast Your Authority to actually help more female entrepreneurs, because obviously we still work with men and events and everything through our main company. But this brand, I'm really just wanting to help push. And we've already started basically pre-selling our retreats for people that understand that we've built relationships with and build trust and relations, and they've seen our work, or they've attended our previous events, or they know who I am, or they're following in my group, or whatever it looks like. But just being able to build that relationship with people, but having all those power people in one room at one event is so powerful. People like you and me and my power partners and my clients and our audience that are inspired by what you and I do, like that's really meaningful. Like it's powerful.
It's so meaningful. It is. And I admire you and respect you so much. As you know, I mean, we haven't even known each other a year, and we've been so involved in each other's lives. Like there's such a mutual respect about what we do separately and what we can do together to really impact the lives of women. And it's not like the guys don't matter. They absolutely do. But
of course.
We know this. Now, and I pulled a couple of statistics, because you just said it yourself. You and Allison spoke at that event. You were the only 2 women there of 19 speakers, right? Mm-hmm. And the statistic is under 5% of speakers are women. Under 5% of CEOs in Fortune 500 companies are women. Under 8% of women are leaders of countries in the UN member states alone, right? So, and I know the statistic for authors, it's 22% of women of authors are females. So that statistic is a little bit higher, and we know the whole Hollywood thing that's going on there, which we don't even want to get into that conversation. The point is, we are here to encourage women to step up to their greatness, please. And the three takeaways that I wanted to give and get your feedback onto are these. It is the reason why you want to do that is because you need to own your identity. Yes. And your power and your brilliance, right? Like Tamara was saying, we all have stories, and lots of stories, and you have to be able to step up and own that, because tell me if you agree with this or not. You don't know what you're going to say or do that's going to have a powerful impact on somebody else and really inspire them to step up and say, hey, I get that too. I'm living that too. I'm sharing her story. I need to speak up too. and how positively that can impact somebody, right? I mean,
well, even just impacting like one person a day, like you start somewhere. People are afraid to go do Facebook Live because they're like, oh, I'm not wearing my makeup, or my hair is not done, or oh, my lighting's bad, or whatever. It's all excuses. And all of it, the only person that's really holding us back in this world is ourselves. And
yeah,
for those that can step up and they realize that it is in the limiting belief system that, you know, you have to push past these limiting beliefs and believe and be able to connect with other people that are going to help you pull your best self out. If you are looking for mentorship or something in that realm, like, it's always important to invest in yourself to be able to work with the person in that time and space that's going to help you with that part of your life and business. If it's mindset and, you know, something first, aside of being able to build your power, I'm like, connect with Diane, work with Diane, be able to help you build your brand out, what that vision is, you know, then come through and you're like, okay, I've done this. Now I need an impactful video. I'm going to go work with Tamara's team. You know, like, find the people that have done it and had success doing it. They're going to hold your hand and do it done with you. Right.
Yes. So true. So powerful having that. All right. And then the next one is, don't be afraid to speak up and be seen and heard. Like you were just saying, you know, honestly, to be candid, you know, before we went live, Tamara was saying, God, I hope my voice is here. She's been on the phone all day talking and
9 a.m.
conversations with people. And I said, well, I hope I can do it. I've literally been sick the last 3 days, but you know
we're
what?
here because we're committed.
We're committed to show up, right? That is the point. Like, it's like it's in the consistency, and others are relying on it, right? We would never not want to show up, right? So don't be afraid to be visible no matter what, because
and people need to understand too, on the side of when other people are on there, not everyone's going to relate to your message. Like when people go live, like, yes, there's haters out there. You just ignore them. Seriously, they can unfollow you or you can unfriend them. It really, at that point, that person doesn't need to be in your space, and you just need to understand. There's even people in our lives, even family, that don't understand entrepreneurship or being a business owner. You have to surround yourself with people that understand, that are going to support you through that hardship too, because you got to step up and be that authority, like you said, because there's somebody out there that needs to hear your story more than anybody else. Like, there's plenty of people in the world that your story is going to reach, and so that's what's really important.
So important. That's such a good point. Thank you for bringing that up. So powerful. All right, and then a lot of what you've been saying already, surround yourself with others who lift you up and believe in you.
Yes. I was just telling you off this today that I just made a large investment into a network that is going to help lift me up even more, surrounded with a lot of influential people, and people generate millions in their businesses. But that's my decision, to connect and always put myself around people that are smarter than me and that have better results than me, and that can help me grow in that sense. And I've really always been a connector. That's one of my big things. Like, people said I could run my own PR business because I'm connected with a lot of influential people. I have a lot of influential clients, and I've been able to build my own brand through being able to connect with the right people and helping support people along the way too. But you have to learn to give back when you're approaching people and you want to become friends or even just have relationships with influential people or in the space. You're either investing in programs or just connecting with people. Offer and figure out, do research on the people that you want to, connect with or work with or reach out to. Like, see how you can help support somebody first versus just throwing yourself at somebody too. Like, you want to just build real connections with people, offer something of value, know?
Right. So I literally sent that text to my son about an hour ago about the importance of, always be in service. Always be the one that's asking, how can I support you? How can I help you? What is it you need? It's never about you. Always approach that. And you're going to find that you build these fantastic, amazing bonds and relationships with people. So this is also great, and it's so valuable. And you're right. And it's Greg Reed says, and I'm sure I'm going to screw it up, but the gist of it is, like, professionals and successful people seek counsel, not opinion. So you're right. You go to people who have done what you want to do or are in. And here's the thing. This is what I'm finding too. Like this group that you're talking about, and the groups that I'm involved with. When you are around those people who have done it, they want to help. They totally want to help you do it. They are so supportive. They're they believe in you. They're cheering you on, and they're there for you. And Tamara, you are one of those people. You really are. So I'm so grateful for your vision and for your drive and for your commitment and everything that you do. And I feel so blessed to have you in my life. And this is the big thing that I do on this show. You know, I bring on all these amazing people, including you, who are doing these fantastic things in the world that everyone in this audience could benefit from this, whether it's the service or even just the conversation. There's some benefit that comes out of this. So, all right. So I would like you to share, okay, this is one question that I ask everyone, and I'm kind of putting you on the spot, but how do you live the I have today way?
Oh, I have today. I live the same way every day. So I'm just basically, my ability to have built resilience over the years, just putting everything full force into each day, making it as if there's no tomorrow, because you never know, to be honest, because of the sense of like, I want to connect with new people. I tend to reach out to at least 5 to 10 new people a day, during the week, just to meet new people, have conversations, direct message people. Like, I love just being able to connect with new people every single day, but also to be able to provide a service and an experience for people and be able to genuinely help people. I love having conversations with people in my Broadcast Your Authority group and things like that. Like right now, I'm just so joyful because we're doing this like video scavenger hunt, and like the last contest we had like over 30 women just in there, like having fun, doing things with video. Half of them had never done video before in their life. Like being able to have a safe place for women to go. Like that's what I love to see every day, is being able to help other people and watch other people grow with their experiences and know that I had something to do with it. So
yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah, and I've seen them, all the scavenger. I've seen them, so amazing.
They're awesome.
Okay, well, let's talk about your event, all right? And my team is going to we'll put a comment down here on how you can find out more information about it, and you can register for it right away. So would you care to share more about Broadcast Your Authority?
Sure. So October 26th through the 28th, we're bringing a lot of powerful house women in there. It's going to be a smaller, intimate space, but it's good to be able to connect with everyone in that room, from interactive activities to be able to put people on, hot seats of what they need to implement with broadcasting their own authority, from the confidence level, the creative level, to even the marketing aspects of what you need to do with yourself on video, as well as being able to join an experience where there's actually a done with you process as well. So it's cool. Like I said, we have a bunch of cool people coming up. We actually have some amazing females that were inventors that were invested in on Shark Tank. We have a few. Actually, I just heard back from a 4th one today. So it sounds like we're going to have 4 powerful women. One gal was amazing. She was invested in by Lori Grenier, and she's coming out to share her story. She's never spoken on stage. I had a great conversation with her. I'm broadcasting her authority out on something that she's never done, but she has an epic story. She's so fun and witty, and she was able to generate $2.2 million in 3 months after being on the show. So being able to talk about broadcasting your authority through publicity, media, online video, position yourself with professional video, how to effectively grow a YouTube channel. Is it Instagram that you're looking at? But being able to figure out which platform is right for you to have consistent video on there, but also building your influence and connecting with key people. Be able to surround yourself with influential people that can help you grow. So it's basically just helping people in a lot of different ways on the whole broadcasting your authority message through the media in general. But video obviously is my bread and butter.
Yes. Oh, it's so exciting. Well, I am going to be there for sure, as you know, and I'm so looking forward to it. And I highly encourage you. You know what? Give this gift to yourself. I mean, take this. Where are you going to get a collection of these kinds of powerhouses together with authorities and experts in all these different marketing channels? It's amazing. It's going to be phenomenal event. And
it's cool because the way that we position it and the way that we actually tell a story very effectively, from the point of somebody stepping on the stage the first day to what actually goes on, leading you through this whole journey each day. It's not just throwing speakers on a stage. We effectively position people the right way so that you can see what we're doing through an event, the types of people that we're broadcasting, the types of videos we're showing, but just also connecting and networking with people, because the people that we bring in the room together are so, like, even the ones that are the shyest of people and the least confident, they're all of a sudden busting out doing these exercises, these interactive skits, activities. They're on stage doing hot seats, whatever that looks like. They might have not ever thought they'd be there, but then they're out there doing it and they're having fun. Like, that's another key element. So
yes, I love it. I love it. Wow, I'm excited. I can't wait to go. So.
And I believe my team shared a link for you for your tribe.
Yeah, we've got it here. We do have it. We've got the link. I'm just looking for the live comments here. So sometimes it takes a minute to reboot on my end, but we definitely will have it here, and we'll definitely have it for sure. We'll have all the information here. So also, if anybody wants to find out more information about you, how can they find out more about you?
Sure. The best way to go through is either find my director page on Facebook. So type in director Tamara Thompson on Facebook. That's a great one to follow. Push like, follow there, follow it. And the female entrepreneurs that really want to broadcast their authority, feel free to look up Broadcast Your Authority with Tamara Thompson, the group element side, and come in and join some of our free video challenges and connect with some of the ladies. They're having a lot of fun in there. That's the best way. If you're looking for actual video experiences, you can look up our actual company, Serious Take Productions.com. But I'm really focusing on the Broadcast Your Authority right now to really help empower more females. So that's my baby.
Your baby, and I love your baby. I love it. I love what you've done so far. I've been so glad to be part of it too. Yeah. Well, you've just been amazing. Is there any last takeaway that you'd like to share with the audience?
Yeah, I just say, we all hit our rock bottoms, and I didn't go into that story today, but I have my own powerful story. So coming up here, I'll have 8 years sobriety coming up, and that's another deep story that I share with people on my why, is knowing that going through these experiences, and mine was sobriety and all the tribulations I went through there, but knowing that each of us have a unique story. You need to understand, no matter if it's a deep story or a deep why, you need to understand that your story is important no matter how deep it goes. Don't ever think to yourself that your story is not important or you don't have a story. I've been able to have conversations with people where they're literally like, I don't have a story. And then I have a conversation with them and they're like, I didn't even look at it that way. I said, we just figured out your why. Like, this story led to this story, this story, this story, and there are key points that people just need help to put together to find the effective story, the right story that's going to actually attract your audience to you in the regards to what you do as an expert in positioning yourself as an authority. And video is the main way right now. It's mandatory to get yourself seen is video. If you're not doing video, you're losing out on so much. Like, just start by doing Facebook Lives. Start with pre-recorded videos with your smartphone. Simple as that. Post them. Don't delete them. Just let them go. And just be yourself. And just keep doing that. And as you build your brand and authority through Facebook stories, Instagram stories, YouTube, whatever that looks like, just keep being you. And then when you get to your point where you're like, I'm ready, I'm going to broadcast my authority even more. I'm doing professional video. I'm getting on stages. I'm doing this, figure yourself out, but just start doing video. Like, that's my first tip. Start doing it, or just continue to do it as you're growing. If you are still doing, or if you are doing it.
Yeah, for sure. Yes. Consistency, and just do it. Be committed.
Committed and consistent, and get creative. Like, think differently, watch what other people are doing, be different.
I love it. I love it. Well, I want to thank you so much for being on the show today. It's been an honor. And
thank you for having me.
I just love everything that you stand for and everything that you're doing. Now, if you were anything in the audience today, if you heard anything and you're feeling like, well, I'm stuck. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I'm passionate about. I don't know what my purpose is. One of the things that I offer as an initial step, and it's an easy thing, it's a 10 Days to Your Passion and Purpose program. And in 10 short days, you can figure out what's true for you. What is really true for you about what it is you want, you know, not what you think you're supposed to want. What are you living in your passion? You know, what are your goals, your focus? What is your mindset and challenges related to that? So we're going to put a link on here on how you can find out more information about that as well. And it's called your 10 Days to Your Passion and Purpose program. And that's at ihavetoday.com. So this is Diane Forster. I want to say thank you so much for being here. If you were here for the first time, thanks so much for being here. Tune in every week. We are live every Wednesday at 5:30, you know, committed every single week. And by the way, this was our 19th show so far. So this is so exciting. I'm so honored to have you, Tamara. And if you're back, if you've been here before, I want to say welcome back. Thank you so much. We are nothing without you, and we love that you're here. And you can find out more information about us in the comment section here, and we will see you next time on I Have Today. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.